Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jack and Emma podcast. We're so happy that you're here with us today. Whether you're listening at home, on the bus, in your car, or during a break at work, thank you for making English a part of your day. Today, we're going to talk about something that many English learners struggle with. They often say, "I want to become fluent, but I don't have enough time." If that sounds familiar, today's lesson is especially for you. Our topic is fluent English speaking with only 10 minutes a day. We're also going to talk about how to build self-discipline so you can practice consistently and finally make real progress.
Hi everyone. I'm excited about today's lesson because I know this problem affects so many people. We all have busy lives. Some people work full-time, some go to school, and others take care of their families. At the end of the day, they feel tired and think they need 1 or 2 hours to study English. Then, they decide to wait until they have more free time. But the truth is, that perfect time often never comes. The good news is that you don't need hours every day. If you use just 10 focused minutes wisely, you can build a strong habit and improve your English step by step.
I completely agree. Sometimes people believe that learning English is only for those who have a lot of free time, but that simply isn't true. Think about brushing your teeth. It only takes a few minutes, but because you do it every day, it becomes a habit. Learning English can be exactly the same. You don't need a huge amount of time. What you need is consistency. If you practice a little every day, your brain will become familiar with English, and speaking will slowly feel more natural.
Exactly. Let's imagine 2 students. The first student studies English for 3 hours on Saturday, but doesn't touch English again until the next weekend. The second student studies only 10 minutes every day. After 1 month, who do you think will improve more? Most people are surprised, but the second student often makes better progress because the brain learns through repetition. Daily practice is much more powerful than occasional long study sessions.
That's such an important point. Our brains love routines. When you repeat the same activity every day, your brain starts expecting it. After a while, practicing English doesn't feel difficult anymore. It becomes part of your normal day, just like drinking coffee, checking your phone, or going for a walk. That's why today we're not only talking about English, we're also talking about building self-discipline. Self-discipline helps you continue even when you don't feel motivated.
Many people think motivation is the key to success, but motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited, and other days you don't. If you only practice when you feel motivated, you'll miss many opportunities to improve. Self-discipline is different. It means you practice because you promised yourself that you would. Even on busy days, even on lazy days, and even on days when you don't feel like studying, you still spend those 10 minutes with English.
Let's start with a simple question. What can you actually do in 10 minutes? Many learners think 10 minutes isn't enough, but let's break it down together. Imagine you wake up in the morning. Before checking social media or watching videos, you spend 10 minutes with English. Those 10 minutes can completely change the way your day begins.
Here's one example. During the first 2 minutes, listen to a short English conversation. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just listen carefully and pay attention to the sounds. During the next 3 minutes, repeat what you hear. Copy the speaker's pronunciation and rhythm. During the next 3 minutes, talk about your own day using simple English. Finally, spend the last 2 minutes reviewing a few useful phrases. That's it. 10 minutes are gone, and you've practiced listening, speaking, pronunciation, and vocabulary. I love that routine because it's simple enough for anyone. You don't need expensive courses or special equipment. You only need your phone, a notebook if you like writing, and the willingness to practice every day. Small actions repeated consistently create amazing results. Another important habit is speaking out loud. Many learners spend years reading English silently. They know grammar rules, but when they try to speak, their mouths are not used to producing English sounds. Speaking is a physical skill. Your tongue, lips, and mouth all need practice. That's why reading aloud and repeating sentences are so effective.
That reminds me of learning to ride a bicycle. You can read 10 books about cycling, but until you actually get on the bicycle, you won't learn how to balance. Speaking English works the same way. Reading and listening are helpful, but eventually you have to open your mouth and speak. Even if you make mistakes, every sentence makes you stronger.
Exactly. And here's something that surprises many learners. You don't always need another person to practice speaking. You can practice alone. In fact, talking to yourself in English is one of the best exercises. Describe what you're doing. Describe what you're thinking. Ask yourself simple questions and answer them. The goal is to keep your brain active in English.
Let's imagine you're making breakfast. Instead of thinking in your native language, try thinking in English. You might say, I'm making breakfast. I'm cooking eggs. I need some bread. The coffee smells wonderful. Today I have an important meeting, so I need to leave home early. These are ordinary thoughts, but they help your brain create English naturally.
Exactly. Many learners believe they need advanced vocabulary to become fluent. But fluent speakers often use simple words. They simply use those words confidently and naturally. If you can describe your everyday life in English, you're already making excellent progress.
Another challenge many learners face is fear. They worry about making mistakes. They think people will laugh at them or judge their pronunciation. But here's something important to remember. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Nobody starts by speaking perfect English. Every mistake is simply another step toward improvement.
I completely agree. Think about children learning their first language. They make thousands of mistakes, but nobody expects perfection. They keep trying, and little by little, they become fluent. Adults should learn English the same way. Don't be embarrassed by mistakes. Celebrate them because every mistake teaches you something new.
Building self-discipline also means creating an environment that supports your goals. If your phone is full of social media but no English content, it's easy to waste time. But imagine replacing just 10 minutes of scrolling with 10 minutes of English practice. Over 1 year, that becomes more than 60 hours of learning. That's an incredible amount of practice from a very small daily habit.
That's an amazing way to think about it. People often underestimate what small habits can do. Success doesn't usually come from one big action. It comes from hundreds of small actions repeated over time. Every day you choose English, you are investing in your future. You're becoming more confident, improving your communication, and opening new opportunities for yourself.
Another useful tip is to connect English with something you already enjoy. If you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. If you enjoy sports, listen to sports podcasts. If you love travel, watch travel vlogs in English. Learning becomes much easier when you're interested in the topic.
That's true, because your brain pays more attention to information you enjoy. Instead of forcing yourself to study something boring, learn through your hobbies. You'll stay motivated longer, and your vocabulary will grow naturally.
Before we continue, I want everyone listening today to make a small promise. Don't promise to study for 3 hours tomorrow. Instead, promise yourself just 10 minutes. 10 minutes is realistic. 10 minutes is achievable. 10 minutes can become a habit that lasts for years.
Remember this simple sentence. Small daily actions create big, lifelong results. If you remember that idea every morning, you'll never think that 10 minutes are too short again. Every practice session matters, and every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to fluency.
That's a wonderful thought, Jack. And everyone, stay with us because in the next part, we'll build a complete 10-minute English routine, share practical self-discipline techniques that really work, and practice real-life English together, so you can start using this routine today.